Greetings, gentle viewers!
And howdy howdy!
It's time to run around the campus and talk to everybody, see how everybody's doing, how everyone's clubs are progressing, and check in on what people are saying about important things, such as, hey Schmidt, can you tell me about this ion? The only question is, will we be going to Einhell Keep today or tomorrow on the free day?
I feel like there's other also important questions to be asked, but that's a good one.
Oh yeah, smarty pants? Like what?
Who's Instructor Rean seeing?
No.
The students are indeed very concerned about that, yes.
It is a burning question.
Speaking of being concerned about who Instructor Rean is dating, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm we squared.
And I'm the Opinionator. I'm a firm Elisa man.
I feel somewhat torn because I also approve of Elisa, but I also really like music, and I gotta root for my bae.
No.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, that depends on the choices you make.
Speaking of things not going to happen, let's get to it. Why are you looking at that lantern?
Why are you judging me?
I'm not judging you, I just want to know what's so interesting about the lantern. Let me try.
Instructor Reed?
Oh, never mind, I understand.
I could swear there was a tree around here with edible bark.
You want to go eat bark off a tree?
You don't? Wait. I shouldn't be feasting on the Academy trees. That's vandalism.
Feasting on the trees? Now look, I've made a joke that if leaves were edible, I'd go outside and browse. But I mean, I didn't mean it!
If only there were some nice, juicy cicadas. Too bad they're not in season.
That's a unique way of looking at it. He eats cicadas too?
I eat everything.
Cicadas and the tree bark?
You looking for ingredients?
You can't eat the forest before the trees. Come on, instructor. All right, Daymon. Keep in mind how many chickens there are.
Are we back to counting the numbers of chickens precisely?
2! There are 2 chickens!
I'm not sure how they're going to be reproducing, however. Wow, the school grounds and the hangar area look a lot less empty now that we have this tennis court.
Yeah, that's what you were looking at.
Billy, I am a firm Elisa man.
The way you said firm has me suspicious.
How about we practice a rally first?
Huh? We're not just going to start playing a match?
Yuna, there's a proper order to these things. We may have practiced a bit, but we're still beginners. Yep, that's right. But I understand wanting to dive right in, Yuna.
Oh my god, I realized why I connect with Yuna and understand her so much. She thinks and acts the way I do. Just jumps right in and is really good to a degree at things she's never done before.
That's right, yeah.
Because I'm really good at jumping in and, doing something well. My problem is that only takes me so far, and I have difficulty increasing my skill past that point.
Right, it's like Billy joins at level 20 when everyone else joins at level 1, but Billy takes many experience points to level.
Yeah.
But he can just join in with 20 ranks in whatever skill it is, out of nowhere.
Like Yuna.
If you two are okay with it, we can have a match right now then.
Heck yeah, bring it on!
Yeah, that's the reason she wants to dive right in, is because she's really good at picking things up like that.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I just say?
I wasn't paying attention.
And Jessica has my approach to things.
Uh-huh.
No, start at the beginning and build up the beginning until you understand the beginning and the basics and the fundamentals, and then build each one.
Like, you start out at level 1, and you also take a lot of experience to level up to a point.
But then after I hit about level 17 or 18...
Then you're like, shoo!
And I don't really take very many points to level at all.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. I admit I'm a little interested myself. So they started a tennis club, huh? They've already got all their gear and those nice outfits. Reminds me a little of Elisa's lacrosse club.
I don't know just how good you are yet, Louise. But I'd like to think I'm pretty good at sports.
For goodness sake, she just started kind of like combat and is already able to fight with Ouroboros to a degree, so...
All right, I'm pumped. Let's get this thing started. I'll destroy you.
Hang in there, Louise. Wow, Yuna's so into it. I'll need to keep up with her. I don't know how to say this, but Yuna's really fearless. It's really exciting having her around. Also, they're wearing Strega brand athletic wear.
Oh, that's a nice reference.
You know, considering that this game just started, they're sure taking their time.
Well, you don't want to rush chess.
But it's the early moves. No, it's because they're not playing in real time, I know that. Oh my gosh.
Man, even with that handicap, it wasn't enough.
Handicap?
I'm gonna take this horsey thing and move it over here, and then I'm gonna take this little nubby thing and move it over here.
That's not how it works.
I guess there's no way a beginner like me could beat you, huh, Kurt?
To be honest, I'm surprised by how well you played.
What?
You seem to be a fast learner too. I might have a good practice partner before too much longer.
Oh, whoa, for real? Guess I'm just naturally talented, or you're just saying this to make me feel good. Or something.
Keep in mind, though, my skills are only intermediate at best. There are far better players than I.
Makia slowly starts to rise from behind the pool table.
He has better things to do than stop Thor's branch campus chess players he doesn't know. If we want to enter tournaments, we've got a lot of practice ahead of us.
Tournaments, huh? Maybe if I win a few, the babes will start to notice me. Anyway, you want to call it a day for now? Let's hit the town and pick up some chicks.
Our club hours aren't over yet. We can't just call it a day.
Okay.
Your chess skills can be honed through research, playing matches, and practicing reading your opponents. If you want to get better, you'll need to put in a lot more work, Sydney.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that Sydney picks things up fast. Have you two been talking about picking things up fast by any chance? At this rate, Chess Club might actually stand a chance in competitions.
I mean, Sydney's profile was basically I am Billy.
It was.
Kurt is a lot more into chess than I thought he would be. Why'd I decide to join this club again? Oh, right, to get popular and pick up chicks. Focus on those goals.
All right, I'll ask. What are you reading? Wow, I didn't expect him to, but Ash actually came by to meet for club. Considering he just walks out of class.
Yeah.
But he did fulfill his responsibilities.
That's true.
Class. And he's so serious about it, too. Those are some pretty complicated books he's reading. I'm honestly pretty surprised. Well, it's like we said. He probably actually likes reading and learning.
Yeah.
He just doesn't say that. Me and Ash alone together. Oh, no, what if I make him angry? He'll kill me! Overthinking might be your enemy on this one. Well, she could have gone in the other direction. The shy girl alone with the delinquent.
What are you looking at? Is it that weird to see me reading?
Yes. Honestly, it is!
Screw you! You can at least try to hide your surprise. If a book's good, I'll read it. If it's not, I won't. That's all there is to it.
That is remarkably admirable.
And if I can take care of my club requirement while I do that, it's 2 birds, 1 stone, far as I'm concerned.
So what he's saying is it's a way to slack off by doing what he already likes to do.
Well, there you go.
But he won't admit to doing it that way.
Right.
He won't admit that he actually likes to do it. Well, I guess that makes sense.
I'm so glad I have your approval. If you get it, then scram! Hard to concentrate with you getting in my face and her staring at me awkwardly.
Sorry about that. Enjoy your books, man.
It's a pain in the ass, but I gotta put together my notes on this book once I'm done.
That would be how he learns. He's a self-starter.
If you're done here, then scram.
I like how he's complaining about it, too. Like, ugh, I have to put together my notes on this book that I am reading so I make sure that I understand this book and I'm able to converse about it and actually internalize what the book was and, like, what I learned from it. God, I hate having to do that. Anyway, once I'm done with this one, I've got this other stack of books over here.
Ugh, I'm trying so hard. Why am I still failing? Didn't I do enough weight training?
Wayne's pushing himself way too hard. He needs to be more flexible about this.
Oh, so I need to do flexibility training.
No. There is nothing more rigid than a rein. So I think that wasn't what I tried to say. No, I understand where he's coming from. Like I was saying, I don't pick things up fast. I pick them up well. But until I really learned that that is how I operate and learn, other people around me always thought I was a screw-up every time I tried to start doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually think that being a fast learner is necessarily good. I like to be a deep learner, and thus I kind of sympathize with Wayne because I have kind of had his approach at times. Being overly rigid and...
Stubborn?
Yeah. Mainly I sympathize with all the failure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gotta fail a lot in order to succeed. If you haven't succeeded at something, it's because you haven't failed enough at it yet.
Yeah. That's the basics on breathing and using your arms while swimming.
But your arms are like 4 times longer than mine.
Now how about giving it a shot, Allie?
It should be enough for me to learn simply by watching. I'm too nervous to actually do it.
If you've learned it, then now's the time to try it out. Hop in already. I'll teach you all the basics.
Ugh, Leonora is so meddlesome. I wouldn't mind if she just left me alone.
Apparently Allie needs to think things through before actually doing something.
I understand that very, very, very much.
I'm not saying that's bad, but it would be nice for her to act on instinct from time to time. Preach it, sister!
No! Let her think things through or she won't be comfortable doing it. It's true, she needs to be more flexible and less timid. But if you don't think things through and you operate like this, at least speaking from my experience, it's horrible. I shut down if I haven't been able to properly think about everything.
Oh, there are downsides to how I do stuff too. Don't think I'm not aware of it, but since this seems to be the theme of the episode.
I know, how interesting. Also, I really like everyone.
Me too.
Surprise, surprise, it's Trails, but I'm still really happy about it.
I'll bring the ceremonial teacup tomorrow.
Got it, thanks. Is this for your tea ceremony club?
That's right. I was sent a rare teacup from home, so I plan on using it for club tomorrow.
It's a vintage teacup from the East specifically made for tea ceremonies. I'm looking forward to seeing it and making Kyrie play with it. I'm glad to see you're taking your club seriously. I hope it'll continue to teach you guys about Eastern culture.
Yes, so do I.
Me too.
Oh wow, she didn't make a pass at him. I'm genuinely shocked.
Oh, let me go talk to her then.
I'd be ever so grateful if you were to visit us at club tomorrow, instructor.
See? I told ya!
I can show you the ceremonial teacup I mentioned then. Or maybe more.
I'll pass. I have to say though, Principal Le Guin wouldn't let Pablo form a train club. She said you need to branch out into other things that you're not already interested in or skilled in. But we have this, we have the literature club. I think she's just being biased against trains.
She's just been railroading him.
All right, Imperial Chronicle, issue 3. Let's see what observations I have. So I see there's a giant, they call it parade, at Guerrilla Fortress, now rebuilt. The thing is, as it says, 15 of the armored divisions participated with nearly half the entire armed forces and over 1,000 military vehicles, including the new MBTs, each type of Panzersoldat, including 10 goddamn Goliaths, 2 Erebonian new air fleets. What is this for? Why did they do this? It wasn't just to celebrate the rebuilding of Guerrilla Fortress. How was Guerrilla Fortress destroyed?
By an ion.
By an ion when it was attacked by crossbell. So now it's been rebuilt, probably bigger and better than ever, with this absolutely obscene show of military force. Oh
yeah, especially so close to Calvert.
It seems to me that it is saying we are so strong, do not think that anyone can compare to our might. Now, I don't think a show of strength or possessing such strength is necessarily wrong.
But because Osborne did it, we have to criticize it.
Kind of that, yeah. remember, when the Empire is already invading and annexing other smaller autonomous states to do these ridiculous military exercises, I mean, ridiculous scale, it's hard not to take that as a warning.
Mm-hmm.
And the warning's not just for Calvert.
Oh no, because now they've got an air fleet. They didn't have that before.
Right.
So now Liberal has to worry too.
The justification of protecting them against the Jaegers and Ouroboros is fair, just like how the lukewarm war with Calvert is also getting worse. The stated justifications for this large-scale, I want to say naval review, the stated justifications make sense, but, well, like Billy said, Osborne's doing it, so I'm looking askance at it. Then there's an article about the incident in Sutherland. However, I like how it ends with local provincial armies were slow to respond in both cases, making problems with maintaining order in some provinces apparent. In other words, the press is absolutely shilling for Osborne's position on this. We were there, we know what happened, they weren't allowed to act.
Exactly.
So they're being ordered to look bad and then criticized for looking bad.
Basically, yeah.
When I also consider the giant parade at Gorelia, this is what I'm saying. Lastly, a famous baker goes north. When I first read this, I went, oh no, Morgus Bakery, because this is a really fun place in Crossbell. Lloyd is really good friends with Oscar, who's essentially this baking genius. He's like really attractive, and women just love this guy, and he has a really easygoing personality. Anyway, Lloyd's been friends with him for years, so you spend a lot of time in there. And Oscar is a likable dude, but when I saw that, I went, no, Morgus can't close, because, you know, this is Trails. One of the really nice things is you just get so attached to, like, the people and, like, the little stores and little places. And Oscar has been left in charge, so Morgus is in good hands. Oh, I can't remember the daughter's name. Morgus' daughter also wants to be a baker. And her storyline in the Crossbells, kind of with her rivalry / crush on Oscar, was really fun. One of my favorite kind of NPC relationships in Trails. She was always trying to outdo him. Bennett, that was her name, Bennett. She always felt so inferior to Oscar, and this just pushed her to do nothing but be utterly obsessed with him and beating him. Meanwhile, Oscar's like, Bennett knows a lot more than me about a lot of technical stuff. She's really good. I really respect and like her. And then Bennett is just like dancing around, like having a temper tantrum, kicking the store and throwing bread down. Meanwhile, her dad, the owner of the bakery, was like, things are good. I can see that this is gonna be great.
Don't date my daughter, but you could totally date my daughter.
More like, please marry my daughter. Crossbell was in the name of this chapter. If that means we're going to Crossbell, I really want to see how those two are doing. Also, the bread was pretty good. I mean, as a healing item.
Okay.
Well, hello there, Major. I can't help but notice the card symbol above your head. Oh, Major Irving. I thought you left and weren't back yet.
Well, I needed to get more materials, so I came back to gather them up. But all the train times were rather inconvenient, so with efficiency in mind, I decided to leave after eating dinner.
Oh, I see.
So unfortunately, I have some free time.
This isn't something you normally enjoy, leisure, sir?
Sure, sir. Would you like to play Vantage Masters with me?
Really? Yeah! I'll take your stuff and laugh at you. Vantage Masters? Sure, but I didn't know you played Major Irving.
If it were just a simple game, I wouldn't, but...
This actually makes me like Michael a bit more, because he would say, it's just a meaningless game, I wouldn't do it. But actually, it's extremely in-depth, teaches strategic thinking, organization, logic.
So naturally he likes it.
Yeah.
Vantage Masters is a game of strategy, and it has a good reputation within the RMP. We have weekly tournaments. I thought perhaps we could use it to teach the students strategy, so I got my own set of cards recently.
I see. You've really put some thought into this. I'd be honored to play against you. And take your stinking cards for myself, loser noob.
Had I left on schedule, I wouldn't have had this free time. I guess it turned out to be a good break for me.
That's what you think. Let's do this.
Impressive.
No, Major. What was impressive was how badly you played. I sure hope that eventually they're less moronic, because Vantage Masters is really fun.
Yeah, but unfortunately they're just like, I'ma put this monster down.
And I also do like how I'm using a fighter deck that is essentially White Weenie from Magic the Gathering, because I was a White Weenie player, and it works.
And it worked.
But it only works because my enemies are morons. Nice strategy there, Major. Thanks. Oh, that's great. I love it. I also like how I have to talk to Valimar and to Mint.
Oh yeah, right there.
Valimar, please.
Just like that. How you like that, Val? Feels as though I have a greater range of movement in my shoulder. I know, right? Way to go, me!
Mint, what are you doing here?
Oh, hey, Rean!
Off she falls!
Guess what? I just...
Here we go.
Yep.
Look out! Time to catch girls! Oh,
Owie! Huh?
good job, Valimar. You have learned well.
Are you unharmed?
How? I'm just fine, thanks.
Nice one, Valimar. You need to be careful, Mint, but who am I kidding? Why do I even bother saying that to you? My heart skipped a beat there.
Sorry. Now that I'm an engineer, I can appreciate just how cool you really are, Val. While I was on the Courageous, I always wanted to do maintenance on you.
And now your dreams have come true. Good dreams.
Back then, Clara took care of everything. Ah, the Silent Meister. I remember her.
I'm sure Valimar liked her because she didn't say anything. Anyway, thanks for coming, Mint. But I have to say, I'm surprised to see you after our last field exercise.
Oh, I just thought it might be good training for me. Not to mention, I wanted to be a reliable role model for the underclassmen.
And the only way Mint can ever appear reliable is by using her skills, because nothing else about her is in fact reliable. Well, it would have been asking too much of Tita with all the work she has to do. Well, thanks, Mint. We could really use your help around here.
Yes, thank you, new Meister candidate. Aw, you guys. Glad to be here to help you both. Just leave Val and the Panzer Soldats in my capable, not clumsy hands. You can count on me, Rean.
I already do. Thank you, Mint.
Oh, by the way, Rosine and Monk are here in Leaves right now.
I know that. They've been in Leaves every time I've been here.
This really is the last place I thought I'd see them again.
Oh, you ran into him, huh?
Yeah, we just chatted a little bit. Rosine's a sister now and Monk's a director. Did you know?
I did.
They're impressive, but I won't let them show me up. I'm gonna work extra hard now. The new Meister candidate. Mint, was it? She may be clumsy at times, but she is talented. Most importantly, she has a great personality.
I'll be counting on you to catch her every time she falls.
That's the 5th time today. She's the type of person who could lighten up the mood in any group.
For sure. I like how Mint has already painted Yuna's red.
That means it's 3 times faster.
Maybe it'll do 3 times the break damage.
Saving the best for last, are we?
I suppose I have no choice but to say yes. All right. So we have a couple of, not bolts, but those things.
Maybe the pistons? Part of the pistons on
No.
the back of his arms?
No, these are... Dude, you know that's his finger, right?
Oh, okay.
The pistons would be about the size of the room.
Fair. I see.
Professor, is this?
It's a piece of the giant ion that appeared in Sutherland.
I recognize the wreckage.
I had the RMP bring me everything they were able to collect.
Huh. I wonder if they actually did bring him everything.
Irving told them that they shouldn't bother me with this, but who's he to decide? Just some nobody.
I agree with you, Professor Schmidt. All of it needs to go to you, so none of it goes to Osborne.
After all, how am I going to make Einhell Keep even more challenging?
I am not fighting an Ion on foot. He must have really forced him. But I, Daymon, am glad he did. So what were your findings?
I can't do an accurate analysis with a piece this small. It's only its finger. What do you expect me to do with that? Though I can say one thing. From an engineering standpoint, the ion moved strangely.
I will say that it did. Strangely?
The alloy developed by the Society, Dalagon, was it? What a stupid name. It's a much more superior material than the special steel used for the Panzer Soldats. But according to my testing, it's nowhere close to being strong enough to support such a big body.
Ah, this reminds me of something.
Full Metal Panic?
Specifically that, yes. Where the behemoth could not actually operate because it defied the laws of physics. Its frame and construction could not support such a large amount of mass, and thus it required a special drive that actually nullified the laws of physics. If that drive shut down, the thing just instantly collapses under its own weight, and it kind of is no surprise that the ion might be the same. I also suppose that this Kerdalagon, whatever that is, was not used on the original 3 ions.
Let alone the fact that it blocked a blade made from Zemurian ore.
Ultimately, I got through, but yeah.
You want a medal?
According to Valimar, some kind of power was moving that machine.
Very well. If we're lucky, we may even meet the conditions to start it up. Well, the experiment's over, so whatever.
What did they mean by that, anyway?
I'll research as much as I can with this small sample, then move on to the juicier parts. You should go home today and make sure to keep up your health.
Ah, no Einhell Keep today, then.
That way, we'll be able to get good data from the test.
A test at the Keep? Are we doing it tomorrow?
Of course. I've already added it as a mandatory request.
Ugh.
I've already counted the students as participants, as you requested.
Understood. Thank you, Professor Schmidt.
Oh, don't thank me yet. Now go on. I'm busy.
What does it say that I trust the extremely untrustworthy guy Schmidt more than I do?
Now, just because he's a pompous ass doesn't mean he's not untrustworthy.
Well, you know who his last employer was? The Noble Alliance.
Mint, was it? I expected her to be more useful, considering she is Makarov's niece, but skills and knowledge aside, her carelessness is absolutely inexcusable.
I like how he actually gave her a compliment, though.
Not to mention, she uses all of my data without consulting me, and she's never once apologized for her transgressions. Unbelievable.
Said the pot to the kettle. Looks like even Professor Schmidt isn't immune to the wrath of Mint's clumsiness. You would assume that he would actually be more vulnerable to it.
The Russell girl is careless too, of course, but this goes far beyond simple ineptitude. Oh well, I will simply have to penalize her for her myriad mistakes.
Hello, what's this? Mint sure has livened things up around here. Anyway, training at the Keep. I'll need to be extra careful having Yuna and Kurt with me. Oh no.
What?
Excuse me?
What?
There is no way that you can see that without halfway freaking out. A 50 Mira coin?
Hey there. Didn't realize you were in here.
Excuse me?
Hey there, first year.
Well, it was Randy.
Which
who
hand
said
is the
it.
coin
Okay,
in?
okay.
Left or right?
I had a heart attack.
Oh.
Oh, did I surprise you?
Like I said, there's no way you can see it without freaking out. Or Rean, I mean, because how else is he supposed to consider it?
Sorry about that. Thanks for picking it up.
I somehow get the impression that we're going to meet someone in this chapter.
Perhaps so. Oh, here. Came here to get some coffee from the vending machine, but ended up dropping my change on the floor. That reaction of yours, You okay, Schwarzer? I'm just surprised to see how common orbital vending machines have become already. I think they're only common here at the branch campus. Nah, could be. Anyway, I gotta go run some errands. See you later. I gotta run some errands. Up here.
Do you need something from me?
I just wanted to talk to you about something. Wow. Come to think of it, I guess they are kind of similar. That sort of playfulness and easygoing. I shouldn't bother him. I better get going. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm gonna turn right around and run up the stairs.
I don't mind.
Yeah, this is really useful. Oh, it's not good to eavesdrop all the time. I'd better get going.
Go away.
Wonder what that's about. Those two, I mean.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
Ah, Instructor Rean. Are you headed back as well? Oh, hi, Kurt. Yeah, I just finished my errands for the day. You all done with your club activities? Yes, we finished just recently. I plan to return to the dorm early today and fit in some sword practice. Glad to hear you're working hard. That said, don't forget you've got Panzer Soldat training and field exercises next week. Even though you've got a free day tomorrow, don't push yourself too hard. You have to rest at some point. Don't worry, I won't. That advice rings a bit hollow coming from someone patrolling the campus after school hours, though. Touché. Very good, I'm impressed. Well then, Instructor Rean. I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Yeah, good night. Oh, speaking of tomorrow, I might call Class 7 together at some point, and by might, I mean will. Could you keep that in mind just in case?
Something I'd hell keep.
Oh, really? That's fine with me, but what for? It has something to do with Professor Schmidt. I'll fill you in on the details tomorrow. Yuna and Altina, too.
Oh, it's Kurt.
And Instructor Rean. I do really like how Kurt, composed himself and gave that very slight bow. Rean has earned everyone's respect at this point.
Yeah.
Hey, Yuna, Altina, are you guys headed back to the dorm too? Yes, we just ran into each other, totally by coincidence. It's unusual to see you two together.
Well, what sort of guy talk were you two having here alone?
Nothing all that important. Oh, don't worry about it. There was just something I had to tell him. Perfect timing, though, you two. You see...
What sort of steamy secrets do you think the guys are keeping from us, Allie?
I'm about to tell you if you'll let me. Unknown, but I do detect some steam in their conversation.
What does that mean?
Well, I was talking about the respect, but they're busy making these girly eyes at each other. However, for the sake of Class 7, I think we should welcome improved relationships, no matter the kind.
You're right. I just remembered we both have to go shopping. Come on, Allie.
Kurt. Girls are weird. I do agree, Instructor. I do agree. I'm not sure I like the look they were giving us. Though I am glad to see how close the two of them have gotten lately. Yeah, me too. Altina's a bit of a special case, but it seems she's started to change, little by little. As her classmate, please take care of her. Of course. We'll all take care of each other. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I need to do some shopping of my own. I'll pass on what you told me to the others later when they're not being really weird. Thanks. That'll be a load off my mind. It seems like the students all grew a bit closer after our field exercises.
Life or death battles, it will do that to you.
Unfortunately, it still seems like Yuna's keeping a certain distance from me, though. All I can do is be patient. Scenes like that are really nice. Like, Trails is so good at these casual scenes.
I agree.
That should do it. I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of my duties as an instructor. Oh, I forgot to have dinner. I was thinking an orbital bike was passing outside. It's past 8 p.m. already. I'd rather not make Celestin go out of his way to cook for me this late. The tavern should still be open, though. I guess it wouldn't hurt to eat out once in a while.
It's not like I'll run into anyone I know there, or anyone important.
Huh. There we go. Nice and casual. I like the picture of Patrick, and I believe that's Marquis Higharm.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, too.
There you are, Master Rean. Have you not eaten? You look rather peckish. Would you like me to make you something? Wow, Celestin really does notice everything.
That's part of his job.
Either that or he managed to hear my stomach growling with superhuman powers. Oh, don't worry about that. I was thinking of eating out today, just to change things up a little. What a wonderful idea. Variety is the spice of life after all. That said, do remember that tomorrow is a free day. Be careful not to spoil it for yourself by staying up too late. I'll keep that in mind, sir. Thanks. These dorms have a curfew of 9 p.m., but it appears some students named Ash Carbide are still unaccounted for. Perhaps I'll have to do the rounds 15 minutes before curfew to remind the students of the rules and punish violators with my fist.
The fist of love.
Oh look, Ash really is out of the dorms. He's at 9 volley, too.
Uh-huh.
The only ones here now are you, me, and the High Arms butler. Yeah, it's pretty quiet without the students. Tell Instructor Randolph aren't in their rooms either, and Major Michael isn't even in leaves at the moment. It's so liberating not to have that nag barking at my heels. Oh, I used a mixed metaphor. I should have said that nag whinnying at my heels, or that dog barking. Well, one can't be perfect all the time. And when he's not doing that, he's off in his room fiddling with his communication devices, sending secret reports. He does seem like he keeps pretty busy. He even had the time to learn Vantage Masters, poorly. Indeed, he has his hands full. With what? Well, keeping an eye on this caged beast must be tough. I feel so sad for him. Poor guy. So that is why Major Michael was brought here.
Obviously.
But judging from the way she said that, the principal must not be too concerned. At this point, my job is simply to watch over my territory and raise my fledglings. It may not be ideal, but I'll do my best to enjoy my time here. Well, even so, I know you'll do a great job. I am never quite sure what she's thinking or how to read her. Is she hostile, or... the quiet night air here inside the room is soothing. You should rest well tonight in preparation for tomorrow. I hear Schmidt might be building an ion of his own just to throw at you. You've been playing tennis for 3 years, Louise? Is it popular in Remiferia? Oh yes, we have tournaments all the time. And of course our leader, Prince Albert, plays too. He's very skilled and he always looks so cool. No wonder it's so popular over there. Yuna and I each played a match against Louise today, but we both lost.
Makes sense, she's so skilled.
Skill and experience versus general athleticism, but the skill won. Tennis is just like martial arts. I need to practice my basics. Wasn't I saying something like that before?
Yep.
Hee hee hee! I beat people! I'm just really happy that Yuna and Jessica have fallen in love with tennis. There are tournaments in Arabonia, so hopefully we can enter together one day.
Why, hello there, Instructor Rean.
I'm just gonna look at Tita's stuff, see what's in her room. Huh? The hell is that?
What, the pyramid?
Yeah, a pyramid with something in the middle of it.
Oh.
It looks like a mobile armor from Reconquista in
Now that you said it, I can't unsee it. Yggdrasil, I think it was called?
Yep. All right.
Instructor Rean, you knew I was all alone, didn't you?
Oh, I regret this decision already.
Quite the scandalous one, aren't you?
The pot calling the kettle deep midnight, the abyss of nothingness, the empty vacuum of space. Oh, no, you don't. Nice try, but you're not catching me in this web. You'll probably get me in the next one, but not this one. Are you studying right now, Mise?
Oh yes, I'm reading this invisible book. Indeed I am, with a particular focus on your history lessons, Instructor.
I'm so glad to see that you're enjoying history class.
What?
Well, let me know if I can help you out with anything you don't understand. You cannot help me out with things I don't understand. See ya!
Just gonna leave your top secret intelligence division communication device out like this?
Yeah, of course she is. A Ryan family special. Alright, well, the last conversation I had was suspicious. I'm sure this one will be too.
Apparently Leo was giving Allie some one-on-one swim lessons today.
Leo, what an interesting way to... I like that nickname.
Honestly, I was kind of worried about how he would do in swimming club, but I guess I got all worried for nothing. That said, I had no clue Louise could move so fast. It caught me totally off guard. But just you watch, I'll catch up to her in no time.
I kind of hope that you don't. Determination is excellent, but getting used to spanking everybody around you and everything has a lot of bad effects on your personality. Being competitive is great.
Right.
I'm exhausted. I feel like my whole body is gonna ache tomorrow. It wouldn't even ache this bad when we fight giant robots. Leonora is just as meddlesome as Yuna. The academy is full of strange people. I don't really understand anything, but at least I feel pretty good. She is doing better.
I agree.
And she's slowly coming out of her shell. Wow, of all people, I thought it would be Wayne that would be in his room.
Right.
But instead it's Stark. I see. Though it may seem inefficient, in a blitzkrieg attack, it's actually essential. There's a lot more to combat logistics than I thought. Well, it looks like he's brushing up on his very practical studying. But this is... Oh, hello, Instructor Rean. Oh, sorry to break your focus. You're a pretty hard worker, aren't you, Stark? Looks like you've blown right past where we left off in class. Turns out my expertise as a Hugo merchant son actually comes in handy around here. That said, I'm still not sure if I'm set on taking over the family business.
An army marches on its stomach.
That is very true. Logistics is the most important thing. It maybe isn't romantic, but it's the most important thing. I suppose you must have had a lot on your mind to join a military academy. But Stark, I've been wondering, why choose the branch campus over the main campus? Oh, what do you mean? I shouldn't really say this, but the main campus has a history of success and achievement that we don't.
You just started!
In terms of your future, it would be much more advantageous to go there than here. And with your grades, getting in would have been a breeze, no? Well, you're pretty sharp, Instructor. But is it all right if we talk about this some other time? Of course. Let me know when you think the time is right.
Huh.
I'm glad to see something going on for Stark.
Yeah, because he's just been kind of normal compared to everyone else.
Yeah,
nothing really fancy going on here.
Yeah, this is literally the first time he's actually gotten characterization. The reason I chose the branch campus, well, part of it's just because I like trying out new things. I'll tell you the rest later. Like we said, I see Sydney has set up his room nicely.
Daymon, come on.
Oh, sorry. So Sydney gets sexy girls pinups, but Ash just gets girls magazine.
Yeah, pretty important. Daymon, come on.
Oh, sorry.
Ha! You see the Vantage Masters set up there? And all the hair gel he must have. Oh, I see he... Daymon.
Sorry. I'll get on with talking to Gustav then. Sorry. This is pretty hard. I guess I probably shouldn't be shrieking. That doesn't really help with your drumming at all. I see, he brought his sticks home with him.
Drumsticks brand drumstick. It's nice to see that Zemuria has such forthright branding.
Instructor Rean. Oh, sorry to bother you. Looks like you can't wait for Modern Music Club, huh? Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm the only complete beginner there. So I want to practice whenever I get the chance so I don't hold everybody else back. I see. I'm glad you're really getting into it. I doubt I need to worry about this, but try not to go overboard with the noise. Oh yeah, of course. I see. So he's a miner's kid, huh? Gustav was from Jirai, so okay, guess there's mines in Jirai. I mean, there's mines everywhere, but you know.
Pablo, come on.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't know what got into me all of a sudden.
Railroad brand magazine. Wow, rock music is just so cool.
Right. Feel free to transfer clubs if you want.
Thanks, but I'll have to pass. I haven't gotten what I wanted out of Tea Ceremony Club yet.
Oh, how so? You're already hanging out with lots of beautiful girls all day.
Well, there are many Eastern martial artists who hone their focus through tea ceremonies.
The heck are you talking about? It's just drinking tea and dressing up funny.
Which means it's the perfect way to hone one's manliness. That's why I need to study it until I'm the manliest man around.
Fair enough. As long as you understand what you're doing. All right, it's almost time for that radio show.
Radio show?
Aye, there's this really interesting show on Radio Trista. Fancy listening together? I'm sure you'll like it.
Okay, sure. I'd love to.
Fans of Abentine sprung up here in no time, too.
Shouldn't we be paying attention to that also, considering everything involved in it?
The host's voice really pulls people in, like it's got some sort of hypnotic power that won't let you go, just like trains. No doubt you'll like it as well. Ah, here's Wayne. He wouldn't break curfew.
Tomorrow, swimming club is taking a break, which means I can weight train to my heart's content today. Now, what should I start with?
He seems to be really enjoying this. Maybe he should have been in the bodybuilders club or something. I bet he easily could have gotten Kyrie.
Oh yeah! If I push myself from the beginning, I won't last long. No, wait. If I go hard from the start, it could be stamina training. I will get swole, bro.
I almost spewed my drink out, you bastard! Looks like he's meditating. He seems deep in concentration. I guess I won't bother him right now. So who's gonna join me in the bath today? Oh no! There's nothing like a bath to reinvigorate you.
Especially while wearing glasses.
I don't really run into many of our students here, though I suppose there just aren't that many in the first place. I wouldn't mind being able to have a real talk with some of them. Oh, hey, Kurt! Hope it's alright that I'm here. Instructor Rean, should I come back another time? No, it's fine. Come on in. Very well, I shall do just that.
See, Altina, I told you. Steam.
Suspicious stare. I see. Master Yun Ka-Fai. I had heard the name from my father, but I didn't realize he was your master. Yeah, he's also known as the Sword Hermit.
Because he hasn't appeared in a game yet.
He has not! He founded the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School and has trained quite a few swordsmen, but you wouldn't know it from how friendly and jovial he is. Well, that explains his granddaughter, I guess. His favorite thing to do was drinking in the hot springs after training. I see, he sounds like the opposite of my father. I suppose one might say the way of the sword has many paths. I think you could go so far as to say each individual swordsman has their own unique path. Take that! I'm sure your father, your uncle, and your brother each have their own paths too. Indeed, though the 3 may seem similar at first glance, they are all quite different. Though they do all have similar physiques.
Just stop, okay?
There was that girl, Katja, in the training hall in Parm, who's way slimmer than Kurt.
Yeah!
And she was training with a great sword and doing really well.
It's not the fact that he looks girly by itself, it's that compared to the rest of his family. That's what it is.
It's entirely within his own mind. I don't blame him for it, but it's just he's too hard on himself.
Oh, 100%.
Your physique suits you perfectly well. It's pretty close to mine, actually. It's a good body type for swordsmanship that emphasizes speed, which is why you do so well with dual blades. I understand that, but given the nature of the Vander School of Swordsmanship... oh, sorry, I went back to that topic again.
Look at all that steam.
Suspicious stare. My apologies for making you listen to my complaints. I'm glad we were able to talk about swordsmanship. Hey, I'd be more than happy to do it again whenever you like. Anyway, tomorrow's your free day, so don't wear yourself out training and be sure to get to bed early. Yes, understood, instructor.
They were even talking about each other's physiques.
Suspicious stare.
Allie, are you okay? Hey, you guys seen any edible bark around here? This flavor has such depth to it. It tastes just like my mama's home cooking.
I'm afraid of your mother's home cooking. Actually, it's probably totally normal.
It's just so tasty. I said this during class too, but Tita's cooking has such warmth to it.
Ah.
She really puts so much love into every dish. She certainly does. And I bet she puts extra when a certain bracer shows up for lunch. Hey, Sandy.
Looks like Cooking Club invited Toa to their taste test. The food looks great. The aroma alone is making me hungry, but I have already decided to meet some important NPC or other at the tavern.
Tita's cooking is filled with affection. Or is it love? Really makes you think.
Suspicious stare.
Allie? Oh, Instructor Rean, would you like to join us for... Oh no, we just ran out of all the ingredients.
I appreciate the offer. Maybe next time then.
I'm glad everyone enjoyed my dish so much. But, Sandy really likes to tease.
Tina should be used to it. Basically, this happens to her everywhere she goes, with every person.
So this is Tita's cooking. Gotta say, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's just like Mama used to make. If the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, this dish will have him head over heels. Could use some bugs, though. Today I was invited to be a taster for the cooking club. As the cooking instructor, I thought I'd end up giving them some advice, but they left me absolutely speechless. I don't know why, but shopping at night's really fun. Oh, that jacket's so cool! If I got this, I bet the girls would fall all over me.
That's all it'll take, man, is a jacket.
Should I get this jacket or this other jacket that looks just like it but is a slightly different color?
Hey, that matters!
Never thought Kurt would get so into chess. Oh well, nothing like a bit of retail therapy to brighten up the mood.
Shopaholic. Black coffee at night? That sounds like you, Professor. Professor Schmidt, it's kind of rare to see you out and about like this.
That's because when I am, people walk up and talk to me. Unless I require absolute concentration, I always eat outside of the lab. Me sitting here is no once-in-a-lifetime rarity.
I see. He doesn't want to do anything other than work in his place of work.
I'll thank you not to make such unfounded assertions.
Sorry. Is there a reason you come here instead of the tavern?
Now why would I go over there? I'm looking for a meal, not a racket. Honestly, do you even think before you allow those words of yours to exit your mouth?
Sorry. I'll just go somewhere else then. He's always difficult, but it feels like his dander's particularly up today.
You leave my dander out of this.
I don't have a response to that.
They never do.
But I will blame whatever it was that Randy was talking about.
Probably, yeah. Gah! When will that niece of Makarov's learn already? Schmitty this, Schmitty that. The audacity! Who does she think I am? One of her little playmates?
Meanwhile, he crushes the cup in his hand.
Not to mention she puts salt in my coffee.
It's alright. It's better than you think it is. You just have to get used to it. I guess I can see why he's in such a bad mood. No, really, I actually salt my coffee.
Really?
Yeah. Not every time.
You got a rocket launcher in here.
Mr. Carbide. Mr. Carbide!
Instructor Schwarzer. Oh well, this is quite the shop.
What are you doing here, Ash?
Just doing a little shopping. What's it to you, Dad? They sell general goods here too, you know.
Well, if that's the case, it's fine, but you don't need any more weapons.
I never want to hear that from you ever again.
And if you do get any more, don't forget you do need to register them with the Academy.
Yeah, I know.
What was that you were saying about a rocket launcher?
Well, that's what took out the soldats before. Just how dedicated are you to this whole neighborhood watch routine of yours?
I'm running around, picking up the local color and getting side quests, books, and character development.
Well, your color's making me red in the face. I'm just shopping for normal stuff anyway, so no need to get your panties in a twist over it. Ugh.
Well, I guess I'd ask Jingo, but she won't, break customer privacy.
Yeah.
Good puppy. Oh, inventory's looking pretty good this month. Guess it was worth all the trouble I went through. People are buying up this new grenade like crazy. Let's see. 3 more cases. My joints are acting up again. What is she, an old man?
What the hell?
Mama said it was growing pains, but I don't want to get any taller. I need to buy new clothes and everything.
She's working on her brand.
I don't got time for that. So she really is just a child. Makes me scared to think how she'll be when she's older.
Also, what was that about grenades?
What? You need something? By the way, I got you a Tachi. Smuggle it through a back channel of mine in the east. Be grateful. Also, you better buy it.
Huh? I was thinking about joining Monk for dinner, but... could it be? I better not Jude.
Ah, yes. I believe her name was Lindley. She despises Monk. Well, later.
Oh, you're going home, Lindley? I was about to start recording, so it'd be nice to have someone here to keep an eye on things.
I bet I would, but my work hours are over, so bye-bye.
On my own again. Who knew the life of a director would be so lonely?
Oh, the suffering artist! Oh, Monk, my heart goes out.
You're mocking me.
Yeah, promised Daisy I'd go drinking with her today. I'm already off the clock, so, later. Stop moping around, loser!
Lindley, my light.
Hey, Monk, are you doing okay? I noticed you just got shot down pretty brutally. What was this about, your light?
Oh, Rean! No, I'm fine. I'm great. Totally fine. Fine. Really, just fine. and he always goes home right away. It's not like I feel helpless without her or anything, but I do wish she'd be a little more help with the show. It's not romantic at all.
Making a show like that is a lot to handle. No one person could handle everything alone. Well, that's good. Can't wait for the next episode.
Of course! Yeah! I'll give it my all. Hello, Rean. Doing your nightly rounds? I feel safer already.
Oh, you flatter me. You probably are pretty close to my own level, honestly. I'm just keeping an eye out on my way to dinner, that's all. You seem like you're pretty busy, though. Will you be heading to bed soon?
Not for a while. I have to organize the scriptures, and then I'll work on deciphering those books. Wink, wink. The father doesn't know my true identity, so I'll be doing that part in secret. Anyway, rest well tonight, Rean. Take care now.
Rosine's always up at the crack of dawn doing her chores, too. Does she ever sleep, or does sleep just sort of go away as soon as you join the Gralsritter?
By the way, Rean, I finished deciphering the black records data you gave me.
Yeah, I read it. It wasn't really very black. It was certainly a record. It was just kind of like what happened in Parm.
I don't put the data in there. I just decipher it.
Sorry. Oh, here we go.
Oh, excellent! I still have a little more work to do, and I should speak with that young lady out there. Try to get an early rest tonight, Rean.
Something that I think is interesting. Every church is kind of different. The Gralsritter and the congregation of the worship? Well, anyway, the regular church. Some churches have a really good relationship with the Gralsritter. Some churches do not. And so there's friction, and that's why you get things like Rosine not really being able to act, or like having to hide her identity.
Right.
Well, to be fair, it's also a little more convenient to have a secret identity, so to speak.
Recover Porno Mag for Shy Girl! Have you seen Porno Mag? Get Porno Book from Farmer! Whoops! Porno Book returned to underage girl! Everyone is embarrassed!
Thank goodness he turned out to be nice. I don't know what I would have done if, when he offered me his vegetables, if he would have given me a daikon radish. My father always told me never trust strangers, and that's why I never talked to them. He always said that men are beasts and demons. Okay, not only does that sound a little extreme, but I think your interests make more sense now. You took him seriously, didn't you? I do find that I'm taking him with a grain of salt, but until I came to this school, I lived a rather sheltered life. Oh yes, you were raised in a noble house. True, but it's only a small house in the Kreutzen countryside. Well, you could practically say the same for me. I'm surprised your father sent you here by yourself. No, well, it was really hard to convince him at first, but when I told him that I wanted to see the world, he accepted it. I see. Your dad seems very nice. Yes, I'm grateful for all he's done for me, which is also why I believe that I need to change. I see. I'm happy to see that you're really taking everything into consideration, and she's aware of her faults and wants to do something about them, and that's always admirable.
Yeah.
And obscenely challenging. Let me just say that you simply need to relax a little and take it slowly. Now, you should still be afraid of Ash.
Oh, come on! Surely enough interactions with me, and she'll be completely dissolved of the idea that men are beasts, and why is everyone looking at me like that?
Instructor Rean.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I hate to ask, that book you bought, Spring Breeze Love Song, it's a romance novel, right? Yes. It's the second book by the up-and-coming writer, Miss Dorothy. Dorothy. Okay. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I actually know her. Ha ha ha. She was part of the literature club with Emma. She debuted as a novelist, but I didn't think I'd hear her name here. I heard her first book was rather unique as well. Well, I should be happy that she's doing well.
We'll just leave it at that.
Oh, Adios, thank you so much. Thanks to you, Miss Dorothy's wonderful world is mine to lose myself in. It's only a page away.
Shy girl prays to goddess for porno book. I, quest guy, think we have gone far enough today. Ending episode at awkward place.